Hi there. I've been asked how we go about punching for a Deskfax. As you know, it's made up of 3 groups of 3 rings, and they are spaced. If you ignore one set, that looks is the same spacing as Filofax Personal, as is that one. So they are sort of grouped in a sort of a known fashion. We've got sort of 51mm gap here, or 2 inches, and the same here as well, and the usual 19mm or 3/4 of an inch here. Now, finding a Deskfax punch these days is nigh impossible. So, what other solutions are there? Right, so here we have a standard KW Trio punch. Now, this punch is suitable for A5, Personal, Pocket, Mini, also do Mulberry as well, whatever. And you basically slide the punch blocks either side. But as you'll see, it can only do 6 holes at any one time. So we want to do 9 holes. So what I've devised is a simple method. The KW has this paper guide at one end which you can pull in and out accordingly. And I found that if you space the guide here, measured from the edge of the plastic underneath tray to here, at approximately 74mm, it can be done to work. Now, here's one I punched before, but what we'll do is we'll punch this edge instead. Now, well, I can just fold this in a bit, because we're not too worried about the width, because we just want to make sure that it punches the spacing correctly. So let's try it. So what I'm going to do is I put it into the punch the first time and make sure it's at this edge and punch the holes. And as you can see, we now have 6 holes. Turn it over and insert it again into the punch, and punch once again, and there you have it, 9 holes. Now, the key to whether it's correct or not is whether these holes in the centre are round or slightly oval or whatever. Let me just run through it again. So you pop it in, put it up against the guard, punch, take it out, turn it over, up to the guard again, punch again, and that's slightly exaggerated, but you can see these are sort of a lot more oval than they should be. So obviously I've not got it right somewhere, or this needs adjusting. So when you see the holes spaced not correctly, you know that you've got it slightly wrong. But it can be done to, if you get the spacing correct, you can get it so that when you pop it in the organiser, it fits in perfectly. In fact, I don't think these are that far out actually. Most probably even this one, where I put it against this blue background, you can see how oval these holes are, which is not ideal, but it still fits on the rings. In fact, that's not bad actually, considering. And it would work quite happily. Now, I've also been requested, how do you do this if you don't have, let's use that bit of paper in fact, use this one here. If you don't have a KW Trio, let's say you have a Rapesco. Now the Rapesco again has the movable punch blocks, but this time it only goes up to a 5-inch size. Now, on the Deskfax, this hole here is actually in the middle of the page. So I'm going to just do it by folding the page this time, but you might want to just measure the thing out to find the actual middle of the page. And I'm actually, just for clarity, I'm actually going to put a line on the page, but you could do that with a friction pen or something like that. Now, the clever bit with doing it with this one is to actually obviously make sure it's empty first, but to take the bottom cover off. And here's our 3 holes. So there's the punch blocks coming through. So what we do is we take our piece of paper and we want to get this line in this hole, or this hole, depending which way we're going to do this. So let's go for this one. So first of all, get this right. A bit fiddly to do it when you're not looking at it straight on. So there we go. I need to get the line a bit nearer the edge so I can see what I'm doing. So try again, shall we? So we pop it in. And see if I can do it so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. That's better. So, with the middle of the page, in this hole, we punch through. So we've got all our holes. Then what we do is, we're using that same hole as a reference point, we move the page to the other end of the page. But this time there's no actual line to line up, and again we use that middle hole as this on this one this time. Get it right. And you should see the others come into line as well. And again, punch through there. And there we have our 9 holes, which slot in. Ta-da! Now, if you're not doing it on camera, you're going to be less sort of, and after you've done it a few times, you must be a bit better at it than myself. But as you can see, it is possible to do. Obviously, you're going to need to worry about where things are going to end up on the floor and what have you, but can't be helped. But certainly using the method I've outlined here, what I've done on mine is to make sure that I get it back to the same setting again. I just, once I'd got the thing lined up, I put a little dab of paint across the thing, so when you get them out of line you can see when it's back in line again, so you can quite easily get the thing back to where it should be, punch, flip the page over, punch again, and I was doing that a few times yesterday without any problems at all. So there you go. Anyway, I hope that helps, and give me a shout if you need any help. Thank you.